Hello everyone, Darkmange01 here. Welcome to a guide on the Liquid Elemental for Elemental Adventures. In this video, we will talk about the overview of Liquid, moveset details including damage statistics for all Liquid moves plus sub-abilities, and finally the best stats to use for each sub-ability. Liquid is the element of change. The people of the Liquid tribe are capable of adapting to many things. They have a deep sense of community and love that holds them through anything. Liquid is one of the 5 elementals found in Elemental Adventures. It comes with 3 sub-abilities that are determined upon starting a new character. Frost can be obtained 50% of the time, Plant can be obtained 50% of the time, and finally, Healing can be obtained 4% of the time upon starting a new character. Please note that you can receive Healing along with either Frost or Plant. The Liquid Elemental's moves vary in damage slightly depending on whether it is day or night in-game. Liquids are also affected by 2 server events, which are Full Moon and Lunar Eclipse. Full Moon occurs every 32 in-game days, granting Liquid Elementals blood bending if they are level 200 or higher, and a 25% damage buff on all moves compared to damage during the day. Lunar Eclipse has a 2% chance of occurring during every full moon and prevents Liquid Elementals from using any of their moves for 5 minutes. Starting with the Liquid skills that all Liquid Elementals have access to. Splash is a skill unlocked at level 1. The user shoots a stream of water towards the direction of the mouse cursor. After making contact, it will disperse into a small splash of water. It has a base damage of 10 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 4 strength added, reaching a maximum of 110 damage at 400 strength at night. During the day, Splash suffers an 11.11% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 99. During a full moon, Splash has a maximum damage of 122 at 400 strength. Splash uses 4 to 5 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. This skill has ability tracking. Liquid Block is a skill unlocked at level 15. The user creates a revolving shield of water blocking non-area of effect attacks. The user must hold the button to extend the blocking duration, as the move will end upon releasing the button or after a certain amount of time. The user is unable to move while this move is active but can remain suspended in the air while active. There are no damage statistics for this skill. Liquid Block uses 4 to 5 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. Liquid Burst is a skill unlocked at level 25. The user surrounds themselves with water, then releases the water in a single burst, dealing area of effect damage and knockback. The damage of this attack varies depending on how close the user is to the opponent. The radius of this move increases in size for every strength added, maxing out at 400 strength. The close hitbox of Liquid Burst, which is the strongest, has a base damage of 14 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 4.54 strength added, reaching a maximum of 112 damage at 400 strength at night. During the day, Liquid Burst suffers an 10.89% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 101. During a full moon, Liquid Burst has a maximum damage of 124 at 400 strength. Liquid Burst uses 9 to 10 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. Surf is a skill unlocked at level 50. The user creates a wave under them that can be surfed on. The wave deals damage when it runs into an opponent. The user must hold the button to extend the surfing duration, as the move will end upon releasing the button or after a certain amount of time. The duration of this move is enhanced as strength increases or if used in water. Surf is extremely versatile and useful with Liquid Wave in particular, and a well-timed surf can dodge certain moves such as freeze. Surf has a base damage of 5 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 11.11 strength added, reaching a maximum damage of 41 at 400 strength at night. During the day, Surf suffers a 10.81% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 37. During a full moon, Surf has a maximum damage of 46 at 400 strength. Surf uses 1 stamina per half second of use. Liquid Wave is a skill unlocked at level 75. The user creates a wave of water towards the direction of the mouse cursor and pushes it. The wave deals damage upon contact. Liquid Wave increases in size for every strength added, maxing out at 400 strength. It can deflect certain moves when they make contact, making them inaccurate. This move excels at close range due to its difficulty to dodge for most elementals in the game. It has a base damage of 10 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 4 strength added, reaching a maximum of 110 damage at 400 strength at night. During the day, Liquid Wave suffers an 11.11% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 99. During a full moon, Liquid Wave has a maximum damage of 122 at 400 strength. Liquid Wave is the only move to receive a slight size increase during a full moon. Liquid Wave uses 9 to 10 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. Liquid Spout is a skill unlocked at level 100. The user creates a water spout below them that raises them up, who is then able to hover towards all 4 directions within a range by holding W, A, S, or D. By clicking, the user creates a slash of water that flies towards the mouse cursor, dealing damage upon contact. The duration of this move increases when used in water. Each slash has a base damage of 5 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 5.48 strength added, reaching a maximum of 78 damage per slash at 400 strength at night. During the day, Liquid Spout suffers an 11.43% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 70. During a full moon, Liquid Spout has a maximum damage of 87 per slash at 400 strength. Liquid Spout uses 10 stamina upon starting the move and 2 stamina per slash. Blood Control is a move that becomes available to all liquid elementals starting at level 200 during a full moon. By aiming the mouse cursor at someone and holding the respective button for blood control, the user will be able to manipulate the person they aimed at. Clicking anywhere will cause the victim to walk towards the place clicked. While being bloodbound, the victim will take a constant 5 damage per tick and will not be able to move on their own or use moves. Blood Control uses 24 to 25 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. The final skill that all liquid elementals have access to is called Liquid Tentacles. This skill can be unlocked at level 400 through an ability scroll that randomly spawns on the map or purchased from the warrior on Warrior Island. The user creates 2 liquid tentacles and spins, dealing damage to anyone inside the tentacle's radius. Liquid tentacles have a base damage of 20 per tick at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 25 strength added, reaching a maximum of 36 damage per tick at 400 strength at night. During the day, liquid tentacles suffer a 12.5% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 32 per tick. During a full moon, liquid tentacles have a maximum damage of 40 per tick at 400 strength. Liquid tentacles use 24 to 25 stamina per use depending on the user's stamina stat. Moving on to the sub-abilities, I will talk about Frost first. Frost has a 50% chance of being acquired upon starting a new character. The first Frost skill is called Frost Spears and is unlocked at level 150. The user creates 4 Frost Spears and fires them consecutively towards the direction of the mouse cursor, dealing damage upon contact. Each Frost Spear deals damage separately. Each spear has a base damage of 5 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 16 strength added, for a total damage of 30 at 400 strength per spear at night. During the day, Frost Spear suffers an 11.11% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 27 per spear. During a full moon, Frost Spears have a maximum damage of 34 per spear at 400 strength. Frost Spears uses 19 to 20 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The second Frost skill is called Freeze and is unlocked at level 200. The user creates a small wave of water that flies towards the direction of the mouse cursor. The person hit by the wave takes damage and gets frozen. Freeze is arguably the most powerful move in the Liquid Elementals moveset as it possesses the longest stun in the game. The opponent will be released after being hit with a follow-up move after being frozen. However, the user can still pile up damage against the opponent quickly. It has a base damage of 15 at 0 strength with a 2.1 second stun and will increase by +1 damage per 4.21 strength added, for a total damage of 110 at 400 strength at night, with a maximum 6.9 second stun. Freeze's stun will increase by 12 milliseconds per strength added or 1 second per 83.33 strength added. During the day, Freeze suffers an 11.11% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 99 though the stun timing remains the same. During a full moon, Freeze has a maximum damage of 123 at 400 strength. Freeze uses 19 to 20 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The final Frost skill is called Frost Barrage and is unlocked at level 250. By holding down the respective button, the user is surrounded by water that protects them from non-area of effect attacks. The user then starts continuously shooting Frost Spears towards the direction of the mouse cursor. The user is able to slowly move around and will not alter their current height, meaning Frost Barrage users are suspended in the air for as long as the move is active. Each spear has a base damage of 1 at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 25 strength added, for a total damage of 17 at 400 strength per spear at night. During the day, Frost Barrage suffers a 13.33% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 15 per spear. During a full moon, Frost Barrage has a maximum damage of 19 per spear at 400 strength. Frost Barrage uses 24 to 25 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The next sub-ability is Plant. Plant has a 50% chance of being acquired upon starting a new character. The first Plant skill is called Vine Launch and is unlocked at level 150. The user launches vines in a horizontal pattern that flies towards the direction of the mouse cursor on the ground in either direction, dealing damage to anyone hit by the vines. Vine Launch has 1 vine at 0 strength and increases to 10 vines at 394 strength. It has a base damage of 10 per vine at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 4 strength added, for a total damage of 110 per vine at 400 strength at night. During the day, Vine Launch suffers an 11.11% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 99. During a full moon, Vine Launch has a maximum damage of 123 at 400 strength. Vine Launch uses 19 to 20 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The second Plant skill is called Ensnare and is unlocked at level 200. The user creates a circle of vines, stunning any enemy caught in them after a moment. It is possible, with good timing, for enemies to dodge the stun by jumping at the correct moment. The radius of Ensnare increases as strength is added, reaching its maximum size at 320 strength. Ensnare has a base damage of 10 at 0 strength with a 2.0 second stun and will increase by +1 damage per 4.494 strength added, for a total damage of 99 at 400 strength at night, with a 5.2 second stun. Ensnare's stun will increase by 8 milliseconds per strength added or 1 second per 125 strength added. During the day, Ensnare suffers an 11.24% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 89, though the stun timing remains the same. During a full moon, Ensnare has a maximum damage of 110 at 400 strength. Ensnare uses 19 to 20 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The final Plant skill is called Vine Slashes and is unlocked at level 250. By holding down the respective button, the user creates a barrage of multiple vine slashes in the direction of the mouse cursor. The user cannot move while this skill is active. If the user is knocked down while this skill is active, they can continue to attack for the remaining duration of the move, making it one of the only skills in the game where this is possible. It has a base damage of 10 per vine at 0 strength and will increase by +1 damage per 25 strength added, for a total damage of 26 per vine at 400 strength at night. During the day, Vine Slashes suffer a 13.04% debuff, reaching a maximum damage of 23 per vine. During a full moon, Vine Slashes have a maximum damage of 28 per vine at 400 strength. Vine Slashes use 24 to 25 stamina per use, depending on the user's stamina stat. The last sub-ability for Liquid is called Healing and is unlocked at level 25. It has a 4% chance of being unlocked upon starting a new character. Healing can be acquired along with Frost or Plant. Healing has 3 uses: self-healing, healing, and reviving. By using healing with nobody around the user, they will heal themselves. If used next to a teammate, you will heal them. Finally, if used next to a down teammate, you can revive them before the 30-second timer is over. Please note that healing will provide 25 health points of healing, no matter the strength stat for the user. There are no damage statistics for this skill. Healing uses 15 stamina per use. In the last section of the video, I will discuss the best stats for each sub-ability based on size to strength calculations using my damage calculator. For Frost, I recommend 388 strength. This is because you will receive the maximum damage of each barrage shot at this strength level, along with a respectable stun time of 6.78 seconds on freeze. You generally want higher strength with Liquid due to having a larger hitbox on Liquid Wave and Liquid Burst, as they are some of Liquid's most crucial offensive moves in neutral. For Plant, I recommend 394 strength. This is because you will receive 10 vines on Vine Launch at this strength level, along with a higher stun time of 5.15 seconds on Ensnare and larger hitboxes on Liquid Wave and Liquid Burst. I hope you found this video informative. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like or comment to let me know. My final guide on Flame will be released within the next few weeks, as well as another useful project for the community that I will reveal after all the guides are complete. Thank you, Brecken200, Ali_Hamad for helping with gameplay footage, and thank you VersaDread, for helping with surf info. Thanks for